Hi, my name is Stephen Gauci, and in this lesson we're going to focus on different ways to approach melody within the context of Green Dolphin Street. So the important thing to remember is that everything we play is information. We're sending out information to the other musicians, we're sending out information to the audience, and actually we're sending information back to ourselves. What I mean by this is, when we use the melody, we have to use the melody to express time, tone. Okay, so for example, in Green Dolphin Street, here we have. Okay, so right there, so that first note I played, there's your time. 1, 2, 3. Very solid. It's a clear quarter note. Okay, now there it was very clear. You have a quarter note followed by a whole note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, ba da da, followed by a triplet. And then followed by 2 whole notes tied together. Okay, so when you play, it has to be, you have to express the time in that fashion. Okay. Okay, now in that second part, ba, ba, da, 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 4 quarter notes, very clear. So now you're thinking, well, you know, why would this be so important? Well, when I play those 4 quarter notes, the other musicians, the bass player, he knows exactly where the quarter note is. So you're sending out all this information constantly. Okay, so here, let me give you another example. Okay, I'm sending out a very different set of signals that time around. Okay, it's a faster tempo, there's a different rhythmic approach to it, and it's evident as soon as I play it. Okay, so when we approach a song like this, it's very important to conceptualize exactly how you're going to play it before you actually even put the horn in your mouth. So you want to check out your sheet music, and you know, perhaps the sheet music is written in this way. How about? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, quarter note. Okay, now when we play these quarter notes, we have to make sure that we fill the entire beat with our sound, because that's what makes a quarter note a quarter note. Okay, there's a very common misconception of what it means to play in time. And we have a lot of students, a lot of people that are practicing in this way. So here's your metronome, click, 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 and you're trying to line up with this click. Those aren't quarter notes. That's not anything. That's not anything at all. Okay? What a quarter note is when you fill the space between the two clicks with your sound. Okay. Okay, you're filling the space. Click, 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 click. Okay? So, instead of, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so in a very real sense, tone and time are one thing. They're not two separate things, but we split them into two separate things for practicing purposes. Okay, we say, well, here's exercise for your tone, and then here's exercises for time. But in reality, in practice, when we're actually playing, that's not the way it is. And if it remains split when you're actually playing, well then it's not going to be very powerful. You're not going to be sending out all the information you can be sending to the people you're playing with, and it just won't be as clear in general. And clarity is the most important thing, really. It's all about clarity, because when we're playing jazz, when we're improvising, when we're playing a melody, no one else can hear what we hear in our heads. So when we play quarter notes, it has to sound like quarter notes. When we play half notes, it has to sound like half notes. It has to be deliberately. We have to place everything. Okay, so I'm going to show you one more example. 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, so I played in 3 that time, Green Dolphin Street in 3. I never actually did that before. The point of it being is that it was very, very clear. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. There was nothing fishy. There was no. No, very solid. So tone and time together. The tone is filling the space between the clicks. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ah, ah, not no. Also on the long notes, you have, so we're back and forth now. 1, 2, 3, ba 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 da da da. Okay, it's deliberate where you stop. On the long notes, we can't just stop wherever we want, where we run out of breath. That's not clarity. You're not sending out any information. That's like a collapse. Okay, so the long notes have to also be very certain. There's time within that. Just because you're not really holding a note out. That's not really what's happening. There's no just holding a note out. The note is playing in real time. You're playing that note continuously. It's playing beat after beat, moment after moment. The sound is continually coming out. It's not a piano. Boom. It's not like that. Your breath is moving. Your breath is moving in time. The time continues always. So when you stop, if you notice, generally I'll like if I have those 2 whole notes, Ba-da-da-da. I usually clip it on the third beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, rest. Ah. Then I get a nice big breath before I come in. So it's all very deliberate. Right? Okay, so anyway, that'll be that's it for today. And thanks for hanging in there with me. I'm not entirely comfortable on video at this point, but it will get better. And I hope you got something out of this, and we'll see you next time. Have a nice day.